literally, I can't even. The amount of technical issues I'm having is crazy, but we're back, and it's also a million degrees in my little studio. I'm so hot right now. It's crazy. It's not how I wanted to start the video, and I also love how I literally said I'm not having any issues, and then I had all of the issues in the world. So we're back. This embodies the energy of confusion. Let's talk about it. Are you a starseed? Are you confused? Yes, I think we can all say with confidence that we are fucking confused. So let's figure that shit out today. And hopefully, fingers crossed, there's no more glitches today. And we'll just like leave it up to the internet gods. That would be great. I can't. Thank you for hopping back on. Thank you for being here. Apologies. So today I felt that it was really, really necessary to talk about confusion. Not just confusion right now in this moment about all topics, all things systemic, societal, pressures, people, relationships, jobs. I mean, we are all so confused about everything that's going on, and we have a damn good reason to be so confused because there is so much projection, there is so much propaganda, there is so much fear, there is so much bullshit that is being injected into the matrix. Of course we're gonna be confused. Of course. This is like generation propaganda right now. Okay. I might get a little bit riled up. Then we're gonna get into why confusion is one of the most difficult hurdles to overcome as a starseed. Because we came to this planet losing all of our memories. So being confused, being misunderstood, is probably definitely one of our biggest triggers. And this is probably the most confusing time to be alive. So I'm hoping to switch around your current state of perception and realign you to a higher vibration by the end of this video. So, and I'm gonna try and make it I'm gonna try and have, 30-minute videos. So let's just like also set the intention for that. Okay, so this download came to me from actually a song that I was listening to a couple days ago, and I don't actually know the title of the song, but it's by Trevor Hall. And the line in the song that kind of spurred this download was, "Confusion clouds the heart, but it also points the way." And I think that it's actually really important if you guys write that line down. Confusion clouds the heart, but it also points the way. And for like days on end, I kept repeating this line in my mind. Confusion clouds the heart, but it also points the way. And so part of that is saying confusion can cloud us to say, I don't know where I need to go. I don't know what's happening in this moment. I don't know who I am in this moment. But when we're confused on all of the different options, then the only way to go is the direction where you're not getting confusion, or go no direction at all. And we're going to talk about 0 point frequency today as well, what that means for you, and how to basically not avoid confusion, but access confusion as a tool. Once again, if you're confused about a path that you're taking, if you're getting a yes and a no, then it is not good to make any decision at all on that. For decisions, no matter if it's a decision to drink coffee or tea in the morning, to have children or to not have children, to leave your job or to stay in your job, same thing, leave your partner, stay with your partner. If you are getting the yes and the no, it means that there is a conflict between your heart and your mind. There is a conflict between your body, your human, and your soul. Or there is a conflict between the matrix and the pressures of the matrix and source frequency. Confusion means that there is a disharmony between the metaphysical and the physical world. Your soul could be screaming at you, leave your job, leave your job, leave your job. But your ego, your human, could say, but I have to pay the bills, I have to pay the bills, I have to pay the bills. How do I leave my job? That dissonance creates confusion, which means that we are dabbling in two very different timelines. The problem is that we don't know which timeline is of the higher vibration. So I want to get right into it because I do want to keep this video short, just a little kind of nugget of information for you guys. And I want to keep actually the Monday videos to about 20-30 minutes. I think an hour is just too long, so I want to cut right to the chase. Okay. The easiest way to enter, or I should say exit out of a place of confusion, is to go back into 0-point frequency. To go into a place where nothing else exists other than you and your soul. And that's why things like meditation, quieting your mind, writing in your journal are all really great practices for you to exit out of the matrix, for you to exit out of the limited perception of your mind or your body. Okay, right now, the pressures, the fear of the matrix, the pressures, the fear that we're getting from all angles of society, all angles of your family are incredible. So we don't really know what direction to take. We don't really know where to go from here because 99% of our physical reality is telling us one thing. And then there's that small portion of our soul that's saying, no, 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 this doesn't feel right. If you are confused about making any big decisions, do not make them, please. When something is in harmonic alignment, which means that you are quiet enough in your frequency to understand and differentiate what is aligned and what isn't aligned. The answer is quick, it's clear, it's direct, and it lights you up. I don't care if the answer is an astounding no or a for sure yes, but it's going to be clear. Okay? If something is or is not in resonance with your soul, the answer is going to be clear. Now, I want to say that it is also a balance. Sometimes our soul says, let go of everything that doesn't serve you and just trust. And I've observed people do it that way. And I've observed people who let it all go and just trust. They scrape by. Yeah, it's scraping by. Yeah, some of them were homeless for a short period of time. But they rose to the occasion and they built their whole lives back up in the highest vibrational alignment you could ever imagine. You don't have to go that direction. You can tell the universe, your higher self, your spirit guides, look, I want to make changes. I want to shift into a higher vibration, but I also have to pay the bills. I also have these obligations. You know, my father is sick and I also have to attend to him. Right? There are obligations that are, I'm a mom and I have to attend to my kids. Cool. You can do that, but you have to also ask for harmony. Ask for ease, ask for grace, ask for harmony, okay, in making these transitions and having a balance. So, so, so important. But the biggest advice I could give you right now is don't make a decision out of confusion, because most likely that confusion is you just dabbling in multiple different timelines. Exit out of all of the timelines, exit out of all of the pieces of information, the projected perceptions, exit out of all of the, basically the pressures around you. Now, I also just want to mention, because it is popping up in my mind, that many years ago, I was so inundated with the Greys, and they were telling me about books to write. They were telling me about quantum physics equations to understand. They were telling me about people to like tap on the shoulder and give information. And yeah, I dabbled a little bit in that, but eventually I said, guys, back off. Let me be human. Like, give me space. So we also have to realize too that It's always up to you. Do not give your power away to your human family members. Do not give your power away to the system and the government. Do not give your power away to your spirit guides. Do not give your power away to extraterrestrials. Don't even give your power away to Source, which is kind of a paradoxical statement because we are Source. Stand in your sovereignty, no matter what layer or dimension we are observing or looking at. You are going to be fed information about what direction to take from all angles. Get rid of all of that pressure. Get rid of all of that influence. You need to find 0 point frequency. You have to go into a place of neutrality in order to understand what is and is not going to work for your highest vibration. That's it. That's what it comes down to. We are all confused. I'm confused. My human's confused. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what I want or what I need because there's too much inundating me. Okay? It's okay to say no. It's okay not to see your friends. It's okay to not let anything else into your reality. You have to, actually, in order to figure out your own discernment. It is so imperative at this time. We are all getting so influenced and brainwashed and anxious and nervous and just we're too intermingled with society's agendas, but also the pressures and the polarity and what side you're going to take. It's not about a side at all. It's actually about no side. And the second that you find yourself in a place of no side within yourself, then all of a sudden the pressure and the stress of choosing a side outside of yourself goes away because you don't give a fuck. That's what it comes down to. That's what it comes down to. I don't have to make a decision within me of where I belong. Therefore, I don't have to make a decision and show up in society of where I belong. Because I don't have to identify with one side to feel like I am myself. Because neither side is who I am. I'm like really sweating now. Like really sweating. Oh my goodness. Okay, it's like a really important message. Okay, I'm just gonna see if I got all the points that I wrote down. Confusion, conflict. Maybe just an extra point here. The human is being targeted and manipulated. We are being taken away from our true selves by being forced to identify or choose a side. I'm going to repeat that. We are being taken away from our true selves by being forced to identify or choose a side. I don't care what side you sit on, stop sitting on it. Can we all please remember that this is one lifetime, this is one dimension, this is one body, this is one reality out of an infinite number of trillion different identities, bodies, realities, genetic makeups, dimensions. Like, come on, timelines. An infinite number of timelines exist. Do not get caught up in this one. Not to undermine it, not to say that it doesn't matter, because we are all feeling the pressure to make a change, to speak up, to pivot the world. I feel that pressure every day, every moment of every day. Because this is an important life. This is an important moment. This is an important time to be on this planet in particular. But it also isn't everything. So try not to take it too seriously. Once again, don't want to undermine it, but don't get caught up in it. All right? Okay, cool. Let's go into like a more broad approach of what's going on here on this planet. Okay, just like need to cool down. Once again, 0 point frequency, meditation, quieting your mind, nature, reminding yourself that this isn't all that there is. That is 0 point. Get away from the matrix. Get away from agendas. Get away from the different layers. There is truly only one layer, which is source frequency. You are truly only a part of that one layer, which is source frequency. Okay? Okay, cool. The greatest confusion of all is losing all of our memories. without a doubt, the greatest confusion of all is losing all of our memories. Okay, this is a huge download, and I hope that it hits you the way that it hit me. So I'm just going to say it how I wrote it down. The whole point of being here is to wake up to everything. We needed to have nothing in order to wake up to everything. What is happening at this time on this planet? Everything that we've ever known, every aspect of reality that we've ever fucking trusted is being taken away piece by piece. No longer can we trust this reality. No longer can we attach ourselves to the financial system. No longer can we expect that we're gonna have stability in the 9-to-5 job. Everything we've ever known to be true is turning out to be an illusion. That is the essence of awakening. That's it, guys. We're here. We are at graduation. It feels like we are far from graduation because everything is collapsing, but that's the point. The whole point in us coming from trillions, tens of thousands of different lifetimes all over the universe to be here in this lowly third dimension reality, forgetting everything we've ever freaking known, is to wake up. Is to remember what we forgot. What are we doing right now? We are waking up to the fact that this matrix is an illusion. We are waking up to the fact that everything that we've trusted is actually a projection of the dark side. We are understanding that we actually don't know anything. And upon understanding that we don't know anything because we haven't been taught anything, we find our truth from within. That's the point. And we have to have everything removed from us in order to wake up to everything that we've forgotten. We need to experience nothing in order to experience everything. So my question then, my big follow-up question to this download is, cool, we're waking up. I mean, it's a shitty way to wake up. We could all agree on that. It's terrible. But we're waking up. The rest of the world is slowly waking up. We're at graduation. What's next? If the whole point was to go from no memory, to go from loss of everything, to go from complete manipulation, complete blindness, complete sheeple, to questioning the narrative, to figuring out the truth behind the narrative, to realizing that I don't even know what the truth is behind the narrative because I'm just here experiencing this reality, but I know that I'm more than my body. If that's it, if that's the point, if that's what we signed up for, okay, cool. What's next? We are here for the end of the old era. We've woken up. We are waking up. So now what's the goal? Right? That's kind of the biggest question that I have. Because how can we move forward from an entire reality of hundreds of thousands of lifetimes that we've had on this planet, potentially a couple lifetimes? Where are we going next? What's the point? What's the drive next? The problem is that we're not looking to the next because we're so consumed with the right now. We're so consumed with the collapse of the old that we're not even manifesting the next thing, right? That's the problem. That's where we're getting stuck as starseeds. It's like, okay, I've done my job. I've put in the hours. I'm graduating. I'm retiring. But to retire, what's the point? How do we move forward from here? How do I help humanity next? I think we are maybe confused at what that next step is. I think a lot of us are here to actually help the rest of us awaken to what after that, right? That's kind of my big question. We're at the peak of the purpose of our existence. So it's really beautiful. I just put out a message on Instagram and I said, hey, what are your questions for the Galactic Federation? And you guys came back and slammed me with so many amazing questions. And one of the 2 days from now, along with tons of other really hard hit, but this is why we're so confused. We're here to fight the system, right? But right now the system is collapsing, and yet we are still so focused on fighting the system that we're actually not moving ahead. Okay, one last thing, one huge thing that I want to remind you of. Okay, sorry about glitching. I think it's probably the energy. I also don't know what that ding was. It's bizarre. Okay, before I get there, a couple of things. One last thing I want to remind you all of, but before I get there, if you want to support me, thank you for all the super chats, guys. Sign up and be a member. We've got just this incredible, eclectic new membership program coming out. So sign up to be a member. But if not, if you can't afford it, no big deal. Make sure you subscribe, like this video, share this video. They're going to find their way within it, all right? So please share, subscribe, like. That really helps me get that word out there, kick up, okay? A little side note before I get to the last piece of the download. A really beautiful light within the awakening, Guru Jagat, has passed away at such a young age, so suddenly. So I just want to mention that I got the message to basically channel her and to make sure that she's okay over on the other side. She's a spiritual teacher, just like myself, was really creating just really great waves within this community. So I'm not going to be releasing that video publicly. I'm actually just going to internally share that to Guru. Am I back? Am I alive on the internet? I have one more message. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. Yes, good. Okay, all of us starseeds would not be here for just death and destruction. We are here on this planet to see the birth of the new frequencies. We are not here just to see the collapse. We are not here just to experience corruption. We are here to help usher in the new wave of vibrational frequency. Do not pretend that you are here to see the end. Okay, please be reminded that you are an incredible being of light that came from an infinite number of different dimensions and many lifetimes to come to this planet at this time for the rebirth. This is not a time of death and destruction. It is, but ultimately we need to keep our minds aligned to the fact that we are experiencing a rebirth. In your greatest moment of ego death, in your greatest moment of awakening and transition on this planet in this lifetime, during that death that you are experiencing, during that utter collapse of everything that you've ever known, would you have said that you're going through a rebirth? No. We are all getting sucked into the fact that it is only doom and gloom, and it's not. You're here for something so much greater. So please hold the faith, hold the trust in that outcome. And yeah, we are in a spiritual war. Yeah, we are fighting major battles at this time. We need to be aware of the polarity that we're fighting. But the best way that we can help unify the globe and connect to pure source is to raise our vibration, raise our perception, raise our consciousness to a point where all we are observing is unity. You're making the right connections, you're receiving the right information, you're resonating with the majority of your physical life and reality. That is when you give that vibration to the world. You are not here just for death and destruction. You are here to help us anchor in the new earth frequencies. Please remember that. When we have an ego death at an individual level, it goes on for weeks, it goes on for months, sometimes it goes on for years. But when there is a death and destruction of the old systems at a global level of the corruption on the planet, it takes a while, you guys. It takes a while. So we're all exhausted. We're all tired of the bullshit. We're all tired of the mandatory, whatever, restrictions, okay? But hold the faith. Understand that you are here for a greater picture. And that's it. I'm out. Thank you, Internet, for letting me say that. I'm going to figure out the issues for next time. Anyway, thank you for being here. Really, 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 truly, thank you. Have a beautiful rest of your Monday and a great rest of your week. Bye for now. Yeah, I'll see you all at the Galactic Federation channel. Bye.